Remember the driver who struck and killed the mother and her children in Brampton, of course. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do. I do. I
All
do.
right. Okay.
I thought that was for the, that was just a general question.
Fair. Actually fair.
Right?
But he was sentenced. He was sentenced to 17 years and with time served, because this happened 2 years ago. With time served, he's gonna be doing 14 years. Now, accountability. This is what I'm talking about. So the asshole you just talked to, even though he had a 180-page manifesto, even though he wanted to shoot up his high school, still pleading not guilty. No, stream the whole thing live. Wasn't
Right.
me. Not guilty. So this guy is just as bad. But let's talk about accountability. I wanted to end my life countless times. This is a quote. I wanted to end my life countless times, but that would be the coward way to go, he said at the time. I want to pay for what I did. I want to serve my time. The family deserves justice. Right. So this is a guy who iced out an entire family when they did I guess they tested him for his alcohol blood level to see if any drugs were in his system. His
Mhm.
THC count was like 8 times the legal limit. So he was messed up, right? So this guy was somebody who was plagued with so much guilt that he wanted to kill himself. This is what he's saying. But I'm
Right.
thinking he was probably just trying to get some sympathy from the court, but who knows, right? But yeah, he said, hey, look, give me my time and I'm good, you know? But I personally think 14 years, bro, you killed a woman and her children. And he's
Right.
saying that the family deserves justice. What kind of justice is that?
Man, it's when it comes to the legal system and how long a sentence is based on what you commit. That's just the way it works, right? If he had shot and killed these people in cold blood, his sentence would have been longer. Because this was an accident involving a vehicle,
Vehicular homicide.
you understand it. You see, I didn't have to say it. Everybody knows it if you know the law already, right? Which is a totally different charge. So the sentence for that, every crime has its minimum and its maximum. And you got to go based on that, unfortunately, regardless of the amount of victims. Because I don't know if I don't know if that charge actually accounts for, like, if you hit a bus versus hitting a Mini Cooper. Is it different? Right? I don't know, because it's still the same thing, right?
That's true.
Right? So I don't know exactly the ins and outs of how that law works. Maybe somebody does, they can leave it in the comments. But if that's how it works for that charge, then you just got to sit there and you got to swallow it, man. That's just the way it works. I don't
Bro,
know.
the defense was asking for 7 years. And here's the thing, right? Like, I know even when you're in the wrong, you still got to go through the whole process, right? Your defense has got to do what they got to do. They can get you off. That's what they're going to do, right?
Right. That's their job.
That's their job. But I mean, if you are truly remorseful, wouldn't you just go up in there and be like, I have no defense. I plead guilty. I was wrong. Give me what you got, man.
I mean, yeah, if you're remorseful, but if you already get caught and you're looking for sympathy, then that's when you get remorseful, which is what this guy is doing. Obviously, if he was remorseful at the very beginning, there would have been no need for a long trial or any of this other stuff. He would have just said from the start, just give me my sentence and be done with it. But you know, defense lawyers are going to tell you to plead not guilty. That's what they're going to do. That's their job, right?
Yeah, that
So
is their job, but you don't have to listen.
I mean, you don't have to listen, but when you have somebody who you believe has more knowledge about the situation than you do and might possibly come to you and say, listen, I'm not going to get you completely off, but I can get you less time if we go with this method,
Okay. I,
then you're
I,
going to go with that method.
I got to ask you then. You are driving, you had a couple too many, and you ran over a kid, killed the kid. You know what you did was wrong. And you're they're looking to give you 20. But your lawyer saying, bro, go this route, 5. You'll be out in like 3.
Mhm.
But you know you were wrong. What are you doing?
I'm taking the 3
Taking the 3. All right. That
without
answers
without
my
it without
question.
it without a
Okay,
hesitation.
can I ask why?
Because at that point, my time served is my time served. I'm not trying to prolong my time in prison. If
Even
I go to
though
trial,
you, even though
I'm
what
leaving it up to the justice system. If that's the way the justice system is set up and that's the way it works, to the point where I can go from 20 to 3 and they still see it as me serving my time under the law, I'm good with that. I don't see how there's a negative side in that to me.
So you're not concerned that you killed the child because you hopped behind the wheel drunk.
That's what the 3 years are for.
And
just because they want to give me
so hold
20
on for a
doesn't mean I
second.
need to
So
take
hold on for a second.
There's no difference. There's no difference
So
though.
so the family is in the public space, mourning, crying. I can't believe this guy's only serving 3. They're not gonna get over this, but you're cool with the 3.
Cool. So they give me they give me 20 and I take the 20 and I serve 20. What is it about that number 20 that makes it more justifiable to somebody
it's
than
the max,
3?
the same legal system you're talking about. It's if you leave it up to the family would run you over, but they can't do that. So the legal system is saying the max is 20.
Right.
So they want to give you 20 based on the legal system.
That same legal system gives me the opportunity to take that 20 and turn it into a 3. Why would I not take that opportunity? It's not me telling the law that, okay, this is what no, it's me saying.
So you're walking in pleading not guilty. You're walking
fighting in for a method that gives me 3 years versus 20. Like, I'm not trying to spend more time.
To be clear, you're walking in after running over a child drunk. You're walking in pleading not guilty.
If that's the method that needs to be used.
Yes, this is what the lawyer said to do. Yes.
100%.
All right, get it. Viewing public, 100%. What are your thoughts on this?
And I stand by everything that I say. I like to say that a lot on this podcast. I stand by everything I say. So,
all right, fair enough. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe when you see him coming. Get off the sidewalks. Hide behind trees, all that stuff. Because, yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, all right.
I say something that you don't agree with. I am a murderer. Whatever. It's all good.
It's not all good. That's the problem.
Whatever,
it's not all good. It's not. This is not Jay-Z. It wasn't all good just a week ago. Okay. It's not. Leave it in the comments. Okay. Look,